from NBC News. This is Today with Kathie Lee Gifford and Hoda Kotb.
If you've been out at a restaurant lately, you've probably noticed some of the couples next to you looking down at their phones instead of even talking to each other.
Or maybe you didn't notice because you were too busy on the phone.
Hello. It's a trend Huffington Post picked up on and recently posted an article about that caught our eye. And it reminded us of this scene from Entourage when Ari and his wife are at a couples counseling session.
Well, what he calls nagging, I call trying to have a relationship.
Look, there's no proverbial judge sitting on a bench judging you.
Ari, I told you to turn that off.
I did turn it off, but this is the emergency line. This is the bat line, baby.
Do you need to get that?
I do need to take this,
No,
yes.
he doesn't. Ask for 1 hour out of a day for his undivided attention. And I can't even have that.
Okay, so
Ari, sorry.
Ari, you knew it.
Ari,
so are
Ari, whatever.
smartphones ruining your relationship?
Here to help answer that is clinical psychologist. We love this gentleman, Ben Michaelis. Hello, Ben.
Hi.
Welcome
Thanks so
back.
much for having me.
So we're laughing about that, but it is indeed a problem, isn't it?
It is absolutely a real thing, and the scene with Ari, I've seen that happen in my office where people are just like, the phone is buzzing and they just have to answer it. It's like this addiction that people have related to their cell
So the
phones.
addiction is real.
It is absolutely real.
Wow.
Okay, you see, I mean, I do this in my own marriage, I'll admit it. And you see people do this where we'll be at a restaurant, or my husband and I will be driving, and he'll be driving, so I'll use that time to answer messages, emails.
But you're not driving. So
but that means we're not talking.
That's right. Because you can be present with someone but not be in their presence.
Yeah.
And that's one of the challenges that's happening in relationships these days, because you can basically be with that person but you also are with all of their contacts because they're right, a click away on the cell phone.
When do you know? Is there a aha moment when you know it's an addiction?
Yeah, when you can't be away from the phone for about an hour, that's a problem.
Without checking.
Exactly.
Okay, the other thing is, and I've heard this from other people too, if Henry's reading a book or a newspaper, it doesn't annoy me. But sometimes if we're sitting together and he's looking at his phone, it does annoy me. Because I feel, like you said, he's having these conversations with other people, whether it's work or not.
So it's a jealousy.
I'm jealous.
That's another clinical problem.
Yes, indeed. Well,
Diagnose me.
you can have him see me, or you can both see me,
No,
actually.
we don't really need this. Honey, we don't really need this, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, but it's the idea of actually, focusing on one thing at a time. Most of us are watching TV while we're using our smartphones and things of that nature, and it really helps us to actually be able to just be present and be focused. This is one of the reasons that prayer is actually really helpful. It just keeps you present. It's totally prayer, meditation, yoga. These things are really centering activities that you can do, and they're really helpful.
And you prioritize things. You have to, right?
Absolutely.
So those were, was that the end of it? That's what you were going to tell us we could do about this?
Okay, what do we do? Yeah, what do we do? How can Henry and I fix our problem? Where's their
I think
little
we just
couch?
fixed it. Prayer, meditation, hot yoga, and kale. Eat a lot of kale.
Done.
And I'm okay.
Yeah, you're fine. You're not okay. You're better than okay.
Thank
You're
you. See,
great.
this is what
Exactly.
I need.
Exactly.
Can I come to you once a week?
Sure. Positive reinforcement.
How do I look? Just
Fabulous.
kidding.
Apparently you have to say goodbye because it's all been
Wait,
about
no,
you.
what
All
do
right.
we do? How do we tell people to put their phones down quickly?
So basically what you can just tell someone, use an I statement. I feel upset when you're picking up your cell phone while we're at dinner together. It's an I statement. It's not judging the other person. It's not saying you're making me feel upset. It's saying that I feel upset when you do this.
Okay.
Exactly.
I feel less
And by
important.
the way,
Yes.
it's really important to not do it around children a lot either, because
Yep,
it makes
yep,
kids
yep.
feel uninteresting.
Okay, thank you so
All right.
much, Ben.
Thank
Great to
you.
see you.